back to my channel. I want to do my first ever room tour. As y'all get to see, I'm a huge collector of things, so I wanted to do an official room tour. This is something that I've always wanted to do ever since I was a little kid. I've always watched YouTubers do this type of thing for their collectibles, whether it's wrestling or Marvel, Star Wars. Everybody always does these room tours, room tours, room tours. I've always wanted to do it, but I never really fully dove into like content creation until now. So yeah, this is gonna be my 2026 room tour. It's the start of the year. I think it's January 3rd, 2026, as I'm recording this. So start of the year, brand new, fresh, and we'll see in a year from now. I guess we'll see for my 2027 one what I add, what I change, what's going on. So yeah, this is my 2026 room tour. All right, starting off here with my main kind of WWE or just wrestling in general figure display. Got a bunch of figures: Umaga, Jacob Fatu, Justin Gabriel, Paul London, Adam Cole, MJF, Hurricane, Mighty Molly. In the front there, you got Eddie, Ray, Bret Hart, Roxanne Perez, Dakota Kai, Cody. I just got that Cody with the NWA title. Yeah, just kind of my main wrestling display. That Carmelo Hayes might be my favorite figure of the year, even though it's the new year. I would say favorite figure of last year. I made a video on the little project I did with the Titantron stuff for this, so there's something you can go find on TikTok. Here's my Ben Solo and Kylo Ren lightsabers, along with my Ahsoka poster, as well as here's from Ocala Comic Con 2 or 3 years ago. Me and my boy Theo meeting Sam Witwer and Mr. Cal Kestis. Funny story about this World Heavyweight title. My father's dyslexic and misspelled Chris Jericho, but here's some replicas, IWGP replica. This is more memento stuff, posters from shows I've been a part of, programs from wrestling shows I've been to, just kind of some fun memento stuff. Here's my hat collection. I got a ton more hats in my closet, but this is kind of the main ones I wear all the time. These cool little prints that my friend Nick got me for my birthday years ago. One of my prized possessions that my father left me is that Carrie Fisher signed photo. There's a John Cena signed photo. And here's my Marvel Legends shelf. You can see I got the Guardians there. I got the Wakandans. I got the Spider-Man characters, Daredevil, Bucky Barnes, both Captain Americas, Iron Man, all three Spider-Mans, as you can see right here. I love this display. I have the 3-pack, and I got them individually with the villains in the back, my Stan Lee figure, and my custom figure that I got from Hasbro, which is pretty cool. You can scan your face. I don't know if they still do that or not, but that was cool. Here's the second level with some more characters, Thor characters, the Eternals, some X-Men, some live action X-Men, some Spider-Verse characters, some Loki. Yeah, and then here's my third shelf. This is mainly kind of like comic centered characters, some more Spider-Verse characters and stuff, but yeah, and then some books and stuff like that down on the bottom shelf. Here's some cool FCW programs that Steve Kern gave me. Justin Gabriel, Drew McIntyre, and Sheamus, all three are signed. Here's a cool Star Wars Celebration blanket that I kind of hung up on the wall. I love it. The art on it is so, so cool. And then here's kind of my headboard where I keep some anime figures. These anime figures do not stand up like this. They are always knocked over, so I stood them up for the video here. And yes, some Dragon Ball characters on the other side there, which I really like. And then this is kind of where I keep some controllers, Switch, and some headset. Here's a WrestleMania thing. This is not permanent. It needs to be kind of readjusted. It looks kind of janky. GTA 5 original poster from the pre-order. Ahsoka magnet that I love. A little Ken keychain. My Attack on Titan poster. There's a West Side Story poster underneath it. Brand new Bring Me the Horizon poster. That's going to go in my bathroom, so that's just there for the time being. And then I got some kind of cool trinkets to put up here. A Yugi keychain, House of Balloons kind of photo, Call of Duty kind of sign, a Michael Jackson bad sign, a little keychain thing of Sophia from Cat's Eye. I love Cat's Eye, and Sophia is my bias. My favorite game of all time in kind of rug form. And then here's my CD collection. It's a little wheel wagon kind of thing I have. So I keep my CDs there. Some more K-pop stuff here on the second level. And then just some random stuff on the bottom. And then here's where my CD player is, along with my Magna Defender, my Mikasa figure, my Johnny Gat statue, and my Eye of Agamotto that my boy Theo got for me for Christmas a few years ago. A Revenge of the Sith, the kind of mini poster, my favorite movie of all time, my favorite baseball team of all time, the Yankees, and a little flag, and then some kind of episode 1, episode 2 figures. I have an episode 3 figure on the way. My signed TNA Toy Biz Samoa Joe figure and my signed TNA Toy Biz AJ Styles figure, two more kind of holy grails in my collection, along with that cool Rocket and Groot kind of art that my friend Lexi Gomez got for me. So love that. Here's some more trinkets, cool Mysterio bust, some Fallout stuff, some Walking Dead stuff, some South Park stuff, just kind of some random stuff to throw near my TV there. as well as some more Star Wars stuff, a Bail Organa thing, some Legos. Yeah, this is kind of just where I obviously my TV is, but I kind of keep some random little trinkets and stuff. Some more baseball stuff. I believe that ball is signed by Mickey Mantle. Butters, my favorite character. A Rose from Blackpink, kind of acrylic. This really cool CM Punk bobblehead. This WrestleMania Rumbler set that I just picked up that I wanted when I was a kid. This Darth Revan Mighty Mugs that I also just picked up. So yeah, this is kind of where I keep some clutter. And then here's all my game systems. I love retro games and stuff like that. So I have N64, PS2, PS3, PS4, Xbox One, 360, the original Xbox, and that's where I kept the Wii. But I actually took the Wii back downstairs so we could play it during like kind of Christmas and stuff. This wild Sims 3 Showtime poster that's not really fitting my vibe. It doesn't really fit the room, but it's pretty nostalgic for me. There's a beautiful photo of me and my father when I was a kid. The first wrestling game that I ever played in poster form right there that actually got me into wrestling. Something I'll cherish forever right there. That signed Dusty Rhodes magazine that my mentor, Ralph, gave me years ago. A cat's eye poster with a Sophia photo card. Some more kind of cool art and stuff like that. A photo of me, Theo, and our friend Dave with the chosen one, Hayden Christensen. My Le Seraphim poster, my new favorite kind of musicians there, Le Seraphim. A really cool Ed Sheeran autograph. Some lightsabers that I built in Galaxy's Edge, along with a Kylo Ren figure and a Scream mask and a Scream figure. Some more kind of Galaxy's Edge stuff. My little plush collection that I just kind of have some random plushes of. I also have some photo cards. I don't know if you guys can see them, but some photo cards of Le Seraphim. And then here's my game collection with a cool kind of little bit of figures as well, but mainly games, PS4 games and stuff like that in physical form. I definitely need to organize this stuff for sure. This is kind of the most neglected part of my room, I guess you could say. I need to clean it up a little bit. There's my droid that I built, along with some other kind of random lightsabers, and a Kane and Jarrus lightsaber that I bought in Galaxy's Edge. And then here's kind of my DVDs, some random stuff, but mainly kind of my DVDs and whatnot. There's another photo of my dad wearing a Yankee shirt that I love. And then over here is my Star Wars Black Series collection. This is something that I have always loved. Star Wars is near and dear to my heart, so collecting Black Series is my fun way of still engaging with the franchise outside of watching the products that they put out. So yeah, my Black Series collection, that Count Dooku figure that my friend Wyatt got me for my birthday, my favorite championship of all time, and my favorite replica that I own, the WWF version of the Big Eagle with a Triple H figure holding the toy version of the belt. A Tony Dungy signed football and NXT championship replica, Miz figure. And then here's kind of where it gets crazy. The Funko wall. All my friends know that I have this Funko wall. It's kind of like a thing, I guess you could say, for me and my friends. Here's some more wrestling figures that just didn't have room for in that other section. So I kind of just throw them up on top of these Funkos. But yeah, my friends kind of all know this is the thing. I have like this giant wall of Funkos. It's actually a lot smaller than it used to be. It used to be almost hitting the ceiling. So I've dwindled down a lot. But yeah, a lot of Marvel, Star Wars, and on the bottom, you can't really see it, but a lot of WWE on the bottom. So yeah, that's my kind of Funko wall. A few loose open Funkos like that Dead Strange. I also have a Doctor Strange kind of statue, which is really cool. The OTS Project Championship. You guys could go follow the podcast, see what that's about. My GOAT, AJ Styles, my favorite wrestler. Got a little collection there with the TNA replica, one of the versions of the belt that he held. And then some DC stuff, a Lego, the Batman Batcave, and some DC Multiverse figures. And then here's kind of my favorite Funkos, Star Wars, Guardians, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Mikasa, Vegeta, myself, my favorite Pokemon, Lucario, or one of my favorite Pokemon, and my Zeo Ranger. And then here's some stuff. I want to quickly point out that I had an issue with the blinds that I had there, so I kind of had to take the blinds off. So I kind of have this blanket slash this AJ Styles banner kind of used as my blinds. It's a little janky, I know, I'm sorry. But I got to do what I got to do. My WB Spinner replica and my United States replica that I love so much. Those are very nostalgic championships for me and my childhood. And some posters behind it for some shows, some wrestling shows that I was on that they put me on the poster for and whatnot, which is pretty cool. Here's the podcast setup. This is where I record the podcast and some of my videos, which is cool. And then this WB Tag Team title from the 2000s. And then lastly, coming into my closet, which is half closet, half kind of toy room. At this point, this is where I keep majority of my mock figures. As you can see, that Roderick Strong, Adrian Neville, Brian, that CM Punk 1000. Here's some extra figures that I kind of wanted to display but didn't have room for out there, so they kind of are in here. some Disney pins, and then I have these that I just got that kind of have some more figures in it, and mainly just kind of like heads and hands and accessories and stuff like that. Some actual clothing, which your closet's for, and some crutches, because sometimes I got foot problems. Sometimes the guys got foot problems, need some crutches. Some more signed mock figures, some kind of random stuff. Edge teddy bear, CM Punk teddy bear, Major Brothers 2-pack there, and then some more Funkos that again I wanted to kind of keep, but I didn't really have room for out to display because again I needed to dwindle down that that giant wall. Another signed baseball there. I'm not sure. I think it's signed by the New York Yankees. I just don't remember what year. A signed 2-pack of the Young Bucks. I don't know what I'm doing there. There's some more hats though, and then here's kind of a wall of just some more mint on card figures. First time in line AJ. First time in line Samoa Joe. Two of my favorites. Buddy Murphy, Retro Jericho, Legends Ricky Steamboat, NXT Rollins, Money in the Bank Rollins, Rich Swann, Gargano, Pete Dunne. Yeah, I was a huge. Now I'm more a loose collector, but I always was kind of a mint on card collector. That Kofi Kingston is another one that I love. Um, so some of them I still keep in the box and I've thrown in here and put on display. So yeah, definitely love kind of some mint on card, especially the way the boxes look. This signed Petey Williams is in a protector because it came off the bubble, came off the card. That rubber Billy Kidman 2-pack of Paul London and Billy Kidman, one of my favorite tag teams, even if it was short lived. And then coming up here, a Legends Eddie Guerrero. That's another kind of holy grail in my collection that I love. And I got this at Disney. It says my name and it has a different character that I kind of love. So yeah, that's my collection right there. All right, there you have it. There was my 2026 room tour, my first ever room tour. You guys got to see everything, even the closet slash kind of toy room, I guess you could say. So yeah, you can see my collections. Huge wrestling collection, Star Wars, Marvel, Funkos, everything. I love collecting. So yeah, let me know if y'all like it. Let me know if y'all want to see more. Check out my TikTok, KB's Toys, or OTS Bridger, but mainly KB's Toys. That's where I post my collectibles content. So if you want to see more stuff about figures and Funkos and cards and all different types of stuff, follow KB's Toys on TikTok and Instagram. And yeah, I will see y'all next time.